and we're going to get to see some good old classic Terrorblade action here coming out from Satanic on Spirit as an answer to this Shadow Fiend that does, as the panel said, of course, ends up still being the carry. They don't try and switch things around on Tundra. Well, what do you make of this, Fogged? What do you like? What do you not like?
I mean, you know what I don't like, and it's Terrorblade in almost any game. But I'll try not to get too distracted from that one, because you can understand why they did want to pick it. Traditionally, in a lot of games, players do like to play TB versus Doom. And in the past, TB versus SF used to be a pretty good counter pickup because you get the presence. Whenever you use the reflection, you're able to just dish out the damage from a distance on top of it. So there's reasons why they picked it. I don't like the hero, but I can see reasons why it can actually work better this game, because they have double save. So I think that actually makes it a lot better, where you have a Snowball, you have a Solar Guardian, and then the potential for Sunder comes out. That's where I think this hero can actually thrive. Overall for Tundra, they did make that decision to just go for comfort, I would say, having the SF in the safe lane and just going for Lornoff on his comfort hero rather than switching things up. I mean, it's fine. I think sometimes comfort can make things just look a little bit weird on paper, but it ends up being fine just because the team is that comfortable with it. And let's see how they do, because this lane, this Tusk Dawnbreaker,
should be really strong.
It's very threatening. Let's see if the Ogre can offset it, because usually when you get level 2 is the go, right, on Spirit. If you're playing this Tusk Dawn lane. Ogre, when he hits 2, is a level 3. So maybe that's some type of concept that he can kind of counteract to protect Nightfall. We'll see. And Lornoff, just playing his comfort. His Storms, his Embers have looked fantastic. In this game in particular, yeah, it's not going to be a hero that can bully Laurel in lane, but it's going to be a hero like Miro that was mentioning that can go to the Terrorbridge lane, kick him out. He also can play around the Dawn ulti, a few of these stuns too, and he can build a Mage Slayer versus that same king. So a couple of different benefits besides just it being a comfort pick for him.
And what do you make of the top lane then? So in terms of the Terrorblade and the potential difficulties he may have in this game, does it begin in the laning stage, or should he be pretty fine here to start things off, Satanic?
We'll see what creep ends up coming out. I think that's the one I'm going to look at for 33 before I make the judgment. Because I've seen a couple of these where he just, he gets the lightning creep and he just ends up dominating the lane. So we get some good damage onto Miposhka. Won't be able to finish him off.
Meanwhile, it's actually going to be...
They do it at level... Oh, the Dawn got 2 first.
Yeah, they just went straight for it.
Yeah.
As you said, we're just making sure they make that move before Whitemon hits the 2, gets his essential level 3 with the abilities. Yeah, they did it quick.
They did, and there's no abilities, of course.
Yeah, all he can do is sort of sit there and watch. Just the life of a level 1 Ogre.
Yeah.
Let's fast it.
We'll start to push him away, but yeah, we'll see how it ends up. This feels like Dawn is the answer, or is one of the best answers in particular versus the SF, or versus a lot of these squishy, we talked about it the other day, a lot of these squishy Agi cores they're now start coming back in the meta. That's where Dawn can start looking really good. You just are probably one of the highest damage dealers in the off lane at that level 3. Gonna go for Whitemon. Doesn't get the stun connection. He didn't have skill for a second.
No, he was holding back the point.
I guess because in case he wanted to do Bloodlust. But I mean, you need stun in this lane. You absolutely have to have the stun skilled in order to stop the Dawn combo. So some lanes that should look pretty good for Spirit. I keep checking what creep he ends up getting. He got a mana burn creep, not a lightning creep, so it looks like Satanic should just be able to free farm. If he gets a chain lightning, that's where they're able to change this type of lane concept, but without that one, I don't...
Bottom lane, again. They're getting kills down here. Twice now.
It's probably the one to just keep watching, because it could just, every time that there's mana on Malik, there could just be a potential go. And speaking of mana on Malik, he's got one charges Mango, and he's going to be able to get a healing Lotus after that kill too. So definitely potential to just keep looking for these kills. And Nightfall, he's prepping for this. A little bit of a change-up. We used to see this because Bracer was broken before, but he buys a Bracer on the SF. So trying to get any type of early HP to tank through that high burst that they have. And now they do have 3 on Nightfall. So they can look for kills themselves on this lane in Tundra if they mess up on the side of Team Spirit with an overextension. I didn't know that Dawnbreaker set had a custom Celestial now. You see the icon? It's a customized one. I've never seen that.
Oh, does it look crazy when they throw it out?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I've never seen it before, so. Sorry, distraction. Going again.
And they go on to Nightfall. Shards are up. They're going to be able to get him.
A lot of damage returned, but not nearly enough.
Not enough to get a kill.
They've got the Ignite. Maybe they can get it off of that.
Body blocks from Malik say no. I mean, Whitemon will just turn towards Malik instead, but still charges there. In fact, Malik wants to go back in. They've got enough here with the two of them, not quite. But continuing to just crush this lane, honestly, it's not an easy start for Nightfall's SF.
2,000 gold lead already off of these first.
I mean, this is what
all three lanes.
One of the reasons why the panel and yourself was maybe wondering, well, maybe switching the SF away from the safe lane would give you a bit of an easier time because of this against this duo. You're going to suffer.
Yeah, as you said, they decided to go for more comfort rather than just switching things up completely. Maybe Lorinov just had no interest in playing it, but yeah, we'll see what type of repercussion it has. Because right now it's looking pretty grim, at least for Tundra on that. Lorinov is having a pretty okay time, but SF is your carry, and it is. Yeah, it is kind of a I mean, it's not full 4 protect 1 because they have the Ember, but
sure,
definitely don't want your SF being behind versus a TB.
Yeah, I mean, because
that's a quote-unquote counter pick in the matchup, right?
Yeah, because Satanic's just getting so much.
Yeah,
you know, he's having a beautiful lane here.
They're just starting to break lanes at this point too. He's like, okay, I'll just play alone top since there's no Lion up here and just send my supports to pressure. Lorinov even starting to get bullied. And yeah, the thing is too, is we literally just saw the Shadow Fiend versus Sand King thing where the game ended at 8 minutes because of it.
That was what the key attack SF earlier this morning.
So yeah, we'll have to see if it does end up paying off in the long run. But in the early game so far, not looking to be the case. Even the Doom, 33, is being slowed down, of course, since you can't pressure the TB and Satanic. That's a Falcon Blade pretty much done. TB lane that has not been pressured whatsoever.
Surely you got to do something about this Terrorblade top. Can he really be allowed to have this much freedom?
Probably not. I'm checking to see if Soxa can even attempt to go, but the thing is, Soxa's level 2. So he can't even actually look to threaten Satanic. So
bottom, they're looking to make a move again. This time backup's in.
Okay,
Soxa's going to be in to help out. They got the stun set up onto Malik as well as the blood grenade, but the bushwhack hold back the two of them and get the space. Malik to safely retreat. They'll turn towards Rue instead.
Went for different targets there. Soxa hexed Miposhka while Whitemon went on the left.
Radiant are scanning.
Awkward there. Stakes coming out from the side of tower
is under attack.
Nightfall. This time Malik may be going too far, or did he? The snowball.
It's going to be able to give him a bit of a chance to trade into Nightfall. Nightfall, he'll still die.
But now they might be getting more trade kills.
Let's look towards Saxa. See Miposhka's got anything else to fire out? He's completely out of mana.
Saxa.
The right clicks alone, they're doing it. They're able to take him out before he's able to get the second stun off, and that's a double.
Another tag team in 3 seconds. They
might be able to try for Whitemon. I mean, he's eyeing up a triple kill, potentially.
He should be able to get it. He's got Snowball and Shards.
All right, here we go, under the tower.
Triple kill.
6 minutes in here
Buy those
Rue
phase
on
boots.
the task.
Buy the phase boots, baby. Let's go.
Let's see if he can get out. Nightfall, can he find him with the raises?
Got Shard.
Oh, it's a great Shards. I mean, Rue, styling on them.
He's like, oh wait, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no rush to give him sort of a quick trip, safe
but
back to
Lorinov,
base.
heads up play. We'll take advantage of the fact that they're making all these aggressive moves. He's gonna actually be able to steal a Wisdom Rune it, so they'll be able to get the 2 there.
Yeah, Rue's gonna know that this is a bit of a tricky way, sort of area for him to get out of this corner. No mana for the TP. It'll be fine though. Lorinov's already vacated the area.
And he buys the phase boots. Nice. I mean, this is sometimes not really the best choice because you kind of want to just go for like a Solar Crest, but I mean,
when it's this quick, right?
It's this quick. It's kind of hype. I think the Solar Crest is probably just better anyway, but you know, the greedy 4 positions, this sometimes can happen. And Satanic continues to just have absolute free time. Beautiful stuff so far here from the side of Spirit. Setting up their TB for success. Malik soon level 6. Yeah, he overextended a little bit, but it ended up paying off massively for Rue. Albeit he doesn't get his Wisdom Rune. His levels are still quite good because of that. Doom is online. See if they can find Satanic. They have to start slowing him down at least a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting too easy of a time. Yeah. Satanic's crushing this early game.
They have vision down. Quite
the river. The jump on Lorinov. He's out of mana.
He is very dead.
Wasn't even able to get the pickup on the rune, yeah. Got denied away from him by Miposhka.
Spirit's looking really good this game compared to some of the other ones I saw from him. Satanic.
TP backup's coming in. Well, Doom's going to get dropped down upon him. They should kill him, but they're going to lose heroes for this. 33 will go down.
He's still hitting heroes.
it takes 3 heroes as a trade to take down Satanic. You know, they get the Terrorblade, but 3 of them die.
Ends up being perfectly fine there for Spirit. They're playing beautifully. Just reacting to everything perfectly. The Solar comes out at a perfect time. Yeah, sure, he doesn't get the heal provide, but to be honest, he almost doesn't even. Look at the Doom like ticking down. It gets pretty close to him even surviving. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, Saksa definitely being a bit surprised how quick that they rotated in there. Super good early game. These lanes, Malik.
And the setup's just not there.
No, Malik.
Lorinov could go for it if he wants to dive. He'll dive in with the chains.
I feel like Lorinov has to be the one to start dictating pace quite a bit. His game is tough though, so it can be a little weird if you just start making the one to make all the moves when you are this behind. 33.
He's getting bullied up top.
He's going down. But I think
glory here for the Terrorblade in this early game.
I think overall because they have SF and Doom on the lineup and because the Doom's lane is difficult, I think Lorinov just kind of has to sack himself a bit and make moves around. Yeah. There's also the blink already finished up from mid from Laurel, so he's going to have to match the tempo that's going to be coming up from this SK. It's not easy for Lorinov, but it might be something he just kind of has to do with this pretty big advantage Spirit has been able to get off the lanes. It's going to be almost a 5k lead after this tower.
10-minute power in, but there's the jump.
Again, the setup's there.
The blink reveal from Lal. It's going to catch Lorinov by surprise.
Rune will be taken. Whitemon will at least deny that one away from them, but again, multiple times we've seen them be able to set up here onto the Ember Spirit. And the wild thing is, too, there's actually a ward behind the Tier 1 mid. So Whitemon, I mean, I think he's placed it while the play was happening, but they can't even see that this play is coming out from the side of Spirit with these wards.
It must have sort of entered into the lane from an angle where, they didn't see the Sand King in his blink.
Yeah. Nightfall, even though he went, well, yeah, he's still, of course, incredibly fragile.
Well, they want Malik.
And they catch up to him.
It's a bit of an awkward one.
Ooh. I mean, with these two, they can't, and they're actually getting flanked on already. I'm seeing the Tusk and Miposhka.
Yeah, Malik could just turn.
They might just go for a Nightfall.
They're in underneath the tower. The Solar Guardian's there with a backup. Indeed, Nightfall gets caught. 33's TP'd in.
They'll get the Doom off.
They'll throw it down onto Malik, but the backup comes in from Lal. Jumps forward with the Burrow Strike. They're going to be able to kill off Saxa, kill off Whitemon. Every one of these trades that Tundra finds in, it just goes terribly for them. Another one where they lose 3, they only get 1.
The two Spirit supports are playing it honestly beautifully. Perfectly together in synergy. Making the moves around, going for these greedy builds too. For Rue, the phase boots are paying off. Lorinov snipe him. Not quite a reach. I love the way they're playing. Yeah, just the duo that we're seeing them rotate around. All of their rotations are connecting. 3, 1, and 8 on Miposhka, and Rue having probably his best performance I've seen so far. 4-0, 9. Pretty phenomenal game for him. Malik has sacrificed himself a bit. I think Pano was talking about that, though, that this sometimes happens with Spirit, with Malik and Rue, that they do have one of them sacrifice themselves for the other. And Malik will be able to catch back up. And he's going to go down the Blade Mail build, which versus SF is quite nice.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of different Dawnbreaker builds over the last couple of days, right? Well, we've had like Armlet as the first one. We had like a Vessel Rush. What do we have last?
Corrosion.
Corrosion into, what was it?
Corrosion, Soul Ring into...
being Crimson first, right?
Yeah, Crimson, that's what it was.
Yeah, Crimson, and this game's something different again, so proving to be a very versatile hero.
Which I like.
Probably just indeed adds on to the fact that this hero, it must be pretty good right now. If you could pick this hero, go all these different avenues with it. This hero's kind of awesome.
Yeah, especially like the other one that we saw doing something similar to this was Pango, right? When we saw Pango flex to offlane, he either goes Vassal, he goes Crimson, he goes Blink, or he goes Diffusal if he's having a good game. I like seeing this variety. And yeah, Malik, he's just going to look to farm to catch back up since he was a little slowed down. And it just refreshes his ulti, so it's going to be back up in 5 seconds. They have a 5k lead, and it's looking difficult for Tundra to make aggressive moves. Because every time they want to make aggressive moves, there's these counteracting plays. Solar Guardian, Snowball, a Blink Sand King. And they've yet to really slow down Satanic. They got that one kill, but he's still just chilling.
He is having a glorious time.
He's got the Manta pretty much done. Nightfall is staying neck and neck with him, which is quite impressive here after 4 deaths. But they are putting a lot of their eggs into the Nightfall basket.
It does feel like they've got solid answers for the SF.
They have BKB piercing disables on multiple different fronts. They have the, on paper, core-to-core matchup that looks good, even though TBS overall as a hero is not as favorable nowadays. Just used to be versus the SF. And on the side of Tundra, they have the Doom. which is absolutely great, but as you said, there's the saves, and it's not just, you know, the heal saves, the snowball save as a TB is all important versus Doom, because it just delays that damage.
Yeah, setting up just in case there was going to be the 14-minute Wisdom Rune steal from Spirit.
Oh, he's going for the big item too. He's going to just phase Blade. Cool.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They find some panic here. They're inching forward. Lornoff does have Mage Slayer.
Are scanning.
Starting to look to try to make moves to slow down the farm. Can't quite.
It's just super hard to catch him.
Not with those two. If you just go for like a Hex Finger play, there's going to be a Solar Guardian that comes out and saves him. You have to probably just have the Doom in those rotations if you look for Satanic.
Yeah, yeah, Doom's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, because it's just, he'll just get healed, he'll get countered. And 33, not quite having the blink yet, unless he wants to do kind of stealth stuff, but we'll see what he opts for.
Smoke time for the Spirit.
Smoke also being picked up on the side of Tundra.
I mean, they're about to hit that blink dagger timing, as you say, on 33.
That was not your
Spirit making the more heads-up move, though it looks like at least. They're sandwiching around mid. Laurel's got the blink.
Can they get the opening jump?
Lornoff does not have a defensive remnant down. Malik puts himself into a safer position so that he can Solar Guardian in if necessary. Sox has just continued to try to hunt, get some vision down too. Does get a nice deep ward down. I think they are aware of the positioning of Satanic. It's just, yeah, having difficulty being able to slow him.
Yeah, they've got him kind of pincered in if they want to try and step in, but it's just so hard to do without 33.
Yeah.
And he has his blink now, 33.
He does. Is he going to show himself bottom? He sees Laurel. They know he's here, though. Rue scouted him.
And they're going to find him.
They're just looking for him.
Oh, he's gone. I mean, that's not what you want to see if you're Tundra. You know, that was 33's timing. He gets the blink dagger, and he just gets kind of found underneath his own tier 2.
Wait, did I just click on the wrong hero first? I'll go back to it in a second after this play.
See around the mid. I mean, they're trying for something. It's not working.
He'll get the amp. He'll take it away from them at the least, but another one killed. Can you really quickly click on my Poshka? Just for fun. So I just wanted to point something out for you guys here. Treads and 2,600 gold on the 5-position Hoodwink. He's just gonna go Maelstrom. Why not?
Pretty much buys it straight up.
I just thought it was funny. I clicked and I was like, wait, he's got Treads on 5-position Hoodwink. I think this is the first time I've ever seen it.
Radiant structures are
That's cool. They have such a big advantage right now. I don't blame them for this.
Yeah, this is... And just with the nature of the heroes they have, the fact that Satanic on his Terrorblade is just farming to his heart's content without any interruptions.
And that means they're not going to have these Solar Crests and these buff-ups for him, but you know what? Screw it, why not? You have 5,100 net worth.
Look, they're going for him now. The smoke ups here from Tundra. They have to succeed with this.
They have that deep ward that Soxa was able to place earlier.
And this should be a success. They get him with the jump. They'll get him with the Doom. He will die.
Can they get out? Looks like they should. No other reaction was made.
Same time, the jump's made on the mid. They'll lose Saxa. But finally able to get together that play that they've been kind of hungering for the last 17 minutes. They get the Terrorblade kill. They had to put some pressure on the top tower, but of course at the same time, it's not like Spirit doing nothing.
No,
they get a kill, they get a tower mid.
They might even potentially look to fight because he's respawning in 20 seconds. They've got deep vision down too. They're already prepping the Dawnbreaker top. And now there's no Doom. I think it's only Doom, really, the way that they can kill him. Unless SF finds some like flank play with a Requiem or something like that. Just it doesn't feel likely for them to bring him down without it. So now they're respawning. I imagine they're going to look for a fight on Spirit immediately.
Yeah, they're going to find one down bottom. Laurel's in with the setup.
Catch. Kill for Laurel.
It's very easy for Spirit to find kills in comparison to the amount it takes from Tundra right now.
And the question's going to start having to be, you have to always Doom Terrorblade, right? That's what we're talking about.
It has to be, absolutely.
And now look at Laurel. He is a big problem. This tanking is level 15, top of the net worth, has the Bloodstone. If you don't Doom him, he's not going to die either. And his damage is going to get pretty crazy, so it becomes difficult. You obviously want to Doom Satanic in every situation, but Laurel is going to be massive issue for them.
Yeah, 33's really got his work cut out this game.
Yeah, get that refresher, Ace. Malik, he's just going to go straight for the Aghanims this game.
They want to go again up in this top side of the map. It's not a Satanic, but a Malik is. It's still a pretty nice catch if they find him.
Speedy rune of haste.
Actually, his team is kind of far away.
Yeah, so 33 actually has to blink away. Doesn't want to start the play.
And Malik
He will still be found. So now get the kill here.
Rainbow TPs.
Can they get out? Because they're going to need to start retreating straight away. I mean, Laronov's sticking about. He's going to get caught by the Burst Strike and the punch up into the snowball, but they don't get the follow-up lockdown, so he's able to jump out with the Remnant and TP away.
Wait, did the same thing that happened bottom again just happen? Did I see it right? Did the Bushwhack miss because he's in the air from the punch? I don't know. Am I crazy or something? I don't know. Either way, they didn't get the chain stun. He's able to play the slide and get out.
We could check the replay.
I might be joking. I don't know.
Bushwhack was definitely thrown out, right?
It was thrown. I just saw bottom, a similar thing happen. I didn't see if it even latched. My brain's just lagging. 33 still sticking around the area, too. He might actually get caught because they placed that ward earlier. The bounces won't catch him on the initial go. He's considered booming.
Laronoff Remnanted over to try and help out.
And that Remnant is still close. Oh, he is looking pretty dead.
I mean, he tried to help his buddy out there.
Save your buddy syndrome.
Yeah, that big time on that one. I mean, he did not need a Remnant over there at all.
Dude, 33 was pump faking the Doom on Miposhka, and I don't blame him. Miposhka is level 12.
Here's that earlier one. We only the Bushwhack.
Am I crazy? I think it missed. He was punched from the wall.
No, he came out before he put the tree down.
Oh, okay.
I think he just missed the timing, right?
Okay.
I think he just placed the tree later. I don't know.
Either way.
Either
I'm
way,
just nitpicking, you know, that's
it's
just
working out good for Spirit, and Poshka's having a great time still, you know, with this early Maelstrom.
Yep. Level 12. Absolutely massive. They essentially have 2 4 positions, actually 3 3 positions almost in a way. Bruce started to take a little bit more of a back foot, but so far still looking quite beautiful. Tormentor will be grabbed, so net worth will shift a little bit here. Spirit still seeming like they've got pretty good grasp of this. Nightfall is starting to ping-pong for that top net worth.
I think once the BKB's there, they've got to look for another smoke. Like,
Poshka, careful.
Get Nightfall involved. He's dying.
Careful. Oh my goodness gracious.
Who wants the wisdom? So they're going to leave it for...
Give it a Laurel maybe?
He's Laurel, I think, yeah. They're letting Laurel take this one.
He's about to have 18, so... All right,
BKB done. Time to fight.
Time to fight, catch this Doom, and then potentially look for a Roche after. They need to start getting an advantage somehow in this game. Because Satanic just getting bigger and bigger, and once he gets this Scotty versus SF, it is very terrifying. Not only is he just a crazy amount tankier, but how beneficial that is versus range cores is massive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And even though Nightfall's damage is still fine, because he's just a Shadow Fiend, but he did have to go for BKB quite early on. And there is still BKB piercing disables that he's going to have to play around. With that punch in the Dawn ult. Saksa has a sneaky ward down. Rue will also place a sneaky one. I think I've seen that one now 3 times, the one all the way on the south side. I like that one quite.
Okay. Well, he rarely gets dewarded? Or?
Yeah, because usually you want to put your sentry to cover the high ground plus that, and that ward's actually going to see Saksa. Hello? That was very awkward. Could have just blink stunned, probably. Maybe he thought more were there, but that was very strange.
He just wanted to do it in style.
90 seconds, no epi, but they're going to be able to likely look for the Roche here. They're smoking and coming over, though. And there's no epi. This doesn't die too fast.
Pretty quick with Satanic's damage.
Tag team back up in 3 seconds. Coming close.
There's a chance for a steal here.
Tag team.
33 wants to throw himself into the pit.
Oh!
And he does, but not in time. Satanic's already managed to secure the Aegis, kill off 33, and now they can potentially look for more. I mean, Tundra's thinking about fighting.
The Doom is out, but Satanic is perfectly healthy.
Yeah, Tundra had to run. They had to bail out of this one, leave Whitemon behind. Close. It was close to the timing. You know, 33, he goes for it, but just not quite soon enough.
No, I need BKBs, but he just gets controlled, as you said. BKB piercing disables that they have versus it anyway. Punch of a courier as well there from Rue. And even though the Doom comes out, Satanic more than fine. And now there's no Doom, Owen.
They're still hovering around at Tundra. This seems risky. They're just sort of standing there. Saksa, he's lucky the Nightfall gets out.
Oh,
the shot nearly catch him. Would have had BKB in a Hurricane, so
True.
It should be fine, but...
True.
Tundra just...
They can go high ground easy. There's no... I mean, there's no Doom. There's no Requiem.
Sure.
They can start poking.
See how much they want to stick around.
They're going to look to swing to maybe shut down other heroes in the meantime. I see Laurel just walking through the mid tower. Maybe just going to go for the tier 2 instead of going high ground.
Tower is under attack.
Looking for another target even, perhaps, too. 33 still on BKB on cooldown. They are looking for him. The Pushka nearly has a Lotus finished up, too, after his Maelstrom. He didn't go all in on being full greedy. He is going to start backing up to help out his allies. Lornoff will have to jump away. Oh, but they saw him return back up here. They know that he's still here. They saw that Remnant.
Dude, there's no way they find him.
They saw the Remnant fling back
depends
over.
how much they're going to search. Yeah, he's already out with the team.
Okay, no.
But that would have been, yeah. That would have been pretty crazy if they would have got the catch on him.
Okay, he's got Shivas. So he is going to be able to do, he's going to be very disruptive in the fight as Lornoff, but his damage is not so great, obviously, with this type of build. It's going to have to all come from knife.
33. Maybe thinking about setting up onto Malik.
S and Y, so status resistance is there for Malik.
Like to jump in.
Burn the mana, but he's got it now for the ult. Lornoff is standing on their ward as they play.
Oh!
Lornoff is
Well, you can't do
probably
that.
just dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think he anticipated them putting a ward down afterwards, though, in the defensive
Sure, I
zone.
guess in the defensive side of the map, it's
Yeah.
not one you expect.
But when you are this far behind,
Yeah.
that's usually where teams end up farming because you can't farm anywhere else. So you do end up seeing teams put more defensive wards because of that. So either way, he didn't expect it. And now Whitemon, I don't think he expected this either.
And 33's sticking around. 33's considering if he can do anything to turn this, but once again, unfortunately for Tundra, the answer is no.
Not near that outpost. That would be suicide if he jumps in. They can potentially just TP there and go for him.
Oh, there we go. They'll get the catch on me.
Feels like the first catch in a very long time that Tundra's been able to snap. It's a 5 hoodwink, but it's not really a 5 hoodwink because he's on an unstoppable streak.
But he's just walking in for the play. He's able to force out the Requiem for Nightfall.
He's just continued to run at them. He knows that they used pretty much everything there
They
again.
can barely touch him.
He's playing this very nice.
Full BKB on the way out as well now for Satanic. I mean, I think he's had a pretty chilled Terrorblade.
He's had a very chill one, yeah. They've played beautifully for him. And I think it really does come down to the way that the lanes are set up, right? We mentioned it multiple times, them not doing this type of flex.
It definitely feels like it's hurt them big time, not having the ability to have that flexibility as a team in the same way that we literally saw being executed earlier today.
Just the last series for us in particular, yeah. Definitely feeling the repercussions of those massively. Because even Lornoff, it's like the Ember, yes, it's a hero that builds the Mage Slayer, but it's not a hero that bullies tanking. It's a hero that just reduces his damage overall for the majority of the game. So Laurel has had a literal flawless game.
Well, they're talking about Laurel. He's waiting for him down bottom. This time, the Sleight of Fist is there in time. Avoids the Burrow Strike, and Lornoff gets out.
Just have so much chain stun in this lineup, just from Tusk and tanking alone. I look at Satanic's positioning. He's so aggressive.
I mean, they can't kill him.
They can't kill him. He knows.
Yeah, they're going to kill him the once.
Yep.
Get him the twice. Now he's got this BKB on top of the Skadi. It's not happening.
Look at this. He's just walking. Lornoff, he'll spot him, but you got to run from
Satanic
him.
doesn't care. Yeah, Lornoff's got to be the one to back off.
And it's 27 minutes, so he's playing around this area where the Wisdom Rune can spawn soon too. And he's denying access to their Ancients single-handedly, while they're set up bottom for a potential kill if anyone shows. Laurel waiting with his Shivas, and now an Ags as well onto Malik. Getting bigger and bigger.
Whitemon trying to step out.
Down.
I'm sorry.
Crazy amount of burst. And there's a gem from Miposhka after having the full Lotus as well. They've got so many answers. Even now versus this Doom, it's gonna get reflected in most situations. As Dispels versus the Chains. They're gonna start knocking on the front door again.
Yeah, they got to set up for the defense hit.
Daedalus is done for the SF.
Somebody's got to do something.
Who does it though? Who starts the
who
fight?
goes in? I feel like they kind of need Whitemon just to sort of walk in as the Ogre, but he's dead at the moment.
I mean, it's got to be 33 to just jump in and try to start a fight. He'll buy a full Crimson.
They got to do something. Oh,
jump.
he's going to be the one to do
Doom
it.
hex.
They get the Doom down straight away onto Satanic. They'll kill off the Terrorblade.
full
They turn
commit.
quickly over towards Lyle. They're bringing him down low, but the Solar
Heal.
Guardian heal's coming
They
in.
got
It won't
him too.
save him. Lyle goes down. Malik tries to at least find the trade as he turns towards 33, but 33 will survive.
Big Requiem.
comes out for Nightfall. Tundra, they make the defense happen.
It was instant. The fact that they can Doom and the Hex, they can't even reposition him. Spirit, maybe pushing too far into that high ground. Miposhka trying to get away, trying to save his gem. Can they find him?
So
Got
close.
a
I mean,
blink.
Saxa knows he's right around the corner from him, but won't quite close the gap. But a
Pretty
huge hold
massive
from
shift.
Tundra.
Yeah, perfect timing there from the Doom, and the Hex literally catches him hundreds to zero before anything happened. And then the devastating damage, too. I think the Daedalus was
again.
just finished from the SF.
Yeah,
It's
Nightfall
enough to kill Laurel, too.
is able to slide into position and really lay down the damage to make sure there's no chance of getting out as these cores.
It's so much damage that came out onto Laurel. Even with that evasion that's provided from the Solar Guardian, it didn't matter. What actually, I feel like he took a ton of magical damage, actually, rather than physical. Yeah, it was quite a bit of mixed.
Quite the turnaround here from Tundra.
Panic feeling that. He's
Yeah.
like, oopsie.
They waited till the perfect point to turn up and give it their all with that defense. Not a moment too soon or too late.
It's almost a full recovery from one more of those and they'll be completely back in it. Jump forward.
Jump onto Whitemon first. Trying to get rid of the Ogre, but I mean, Whitemon survives. He's able to get down to the low ground, and
Rue's down.
it's actually kind of Rue that's been jumped.
DD on Nightfall. He's got a presence stack as well. They're looking to re-engage. Satanic showing up. How long for Doom? 20 seconds.
If they can close the gap in time, Satanic.
20 seconds on that Doom, 15. His eyes on 33. Nightfall's just gonna BKB TP out. I already know what the chat's gonna spam. But buying time till Doom comes back up. So it's back up now. And for Spirit, maybe have to give more respect to the Doom and wait for an Aegis before you go for that next high ground push into that Doom. Roche, it's going to be about 68 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
Tundra want to get themselves back on the map.
They're gonna look to contest this Roche for sure. You don't want to give this Aegis to the TV because then it just makes the initial go of the Doom Hex just be a lot more complicated. And Nightfall, he has hit 20, so he is starting to get that momentum pretty hard. He's got that 20 talent, the damage per soul. Does he have the butter finished? Oh, no, he's just got the Eagle Song. But getting big, 30 seconds till Roche.
They have to contest it.
Smokes it
And
already.
they can. They're strong enough now with
Yep.
that turnaround in the mid to
Absolutely.
be able to bring the team fight to Team Spirit.
And Lorenoff now has more luxury to be able to play in these fights with the BKB. Could potentially actually live and start to deal quite a big damage amount too. See, 15 seconds for the Roche. They're positioned for it bottom. How long on Rue's Aghanims? He's still one component away. Still more factors for Spirit to gain. If Nightfall finishes up this butter before the fight too, that would be pretty huge because there's not True Strike. I mean, he has the quiver, but that's just about it so far here on Satanic. Saxa jumps in and steals the shield rune from Nightfall, but it's because the new rune was spawning right away. So Arcane will spawn, but this Roche, it's going down. They're not going to make it in time. And that perhaps will allow Satanic to go for these type of plays.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely give it another shot at trying to break the high ground with this.
With an Aegis and with the banner, can make a bit of a difference here too.
That BKB on Lyle.
That also is pretty big.
So they want to try and do it from the top side of the map. Get the creep waves in a bit of better position. Let's bring around the top.
Interesting pickup there. The Lincolns to potentially go for some type of crazy save here or to prevent a dooming yourself on the side of 33. Spirit. Will they find a target? See Lorenoff in mid. He quickly jumps away. Playing careful.
Yeah, they smoke up themselves now, Tundra. They're not afraid to fight into this Aegis.
Initiations are key. Can they get a ward down? Can they see these backlines?
Goes first. 33 wants to be able to have the information to get the successful jump.
Probably want Lorenoff to just give you information first. They'll see Malik here.
It's that pretty much the dream catch.
Perfect one.
Get rid of the Dawnbreaker.
Stack there for Nightfall. He takes quite a bit of damage there, but we'll be able to heal up.
I I mean, they're going to want to look to go again. Obviously, they have to, again, bear in mind that the Dawnbreaker does have the buyback.
He does, and they have to respect the vision and the high ground positioning. They don't know exactly the Spirit's here, but they probably have a good idea.
A tool to teach.
Spirit back to bringing in this mid lane and looking towards the high ground.
Nightfall's starting to get pretty scary, Owen. He's got the butter pretty much done, and he found an Elven Tunic.
Or off. Jump by the Burrow Strike to get the punch up and the bushwhack. He's out.
He actually gets burst. Oh, wow. I mean, that's how they want to start fights, though, is him poking, but I don't think he expects to just die 100-0.
Fortification comes out. Lorinov does have buyback available if Tundra wants to try and fight this. Saxa is in from the side, but straight away there's the punch up on him. 33 goes in immediately, but Satanic's been able to put the BKB, turn with the Metamorphosis. Lau got the BKB off, but he will tick down. Malik comes swinging across with the hammer. The damage continues to fly through from Satanic as this Terrorblade is doing a good job of cleaning up, but now Nightfall turns towards him and Satanic will get burst by the raises. Rue jumps back in with the punch up, trying to control Nightfall. Nightfall still has a Hurricane Pike ready to use to get in a position as he chases down Rue.
Tundra
turns over towards the Terrorblade as well. They get the defense off once again. This time did cost them the 2 buybacks, but they're once more stopping Spirit from being able to break the base completely.
They're completely in this one now, too. Like, Malik has to use his own buyback to try to save his buddies, but this time, yeah, sure, your TB has Aegis. But we'll just kite him out, doom Laurel, let him get nothing off, and then Nightfall is able to just stand his ground and fight. He got 4 stacks now, too, for this push. And he's got his Butterfly and Elven Tunic. I watched Satanic hitting him, I think, like, I don't know, 10, 15 times. Evasion, 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 every single time.
Yeah, they're playing these fights perfectly. Tundra, considering the tough start and the slow start they had this game against the ramp up from Team Spirit, they prepared for the high ground defenses, and now 2 times they've been able to shut down these attempted pushes.
They might just be able to end the game.
I mean, there's no buyback on the Terrorblade. 40 seconds without Satanic.
4 stacks still on Nightfall. Towers die fast.
And Tier 4's gone. I mean, Lao's going to be back in 5 seconds. They step at the be able to kill up
5th stack.
Poshka.
That's the 5th stack of the
they're
presence.
onto the Ancient.
It's going down.
They're closing up the game. It's the Lao's in with a Burrow Strike just in time to try and stop Nightfall, but it's too late. It's game over. Tundra. Key there, of course, from the PogChamp Pandas.
I have a little fun fact for you. That's my parents' song, by the way.
What's it called?
Lambada.
Ah.
That was my parents' song, so that actually, I got a little emotional during that one. That was pretty good, actually.
Oh, well, we'll see who's going to be crying at the end of this game.
Yes, we shall.
Yeah. Well, what do we got anyway? What do you make of this?
A bit of a switch up, right? We have Spirit. They've gone for a heavy minus armor draft that benefits off pretty much it's all physical damage. Tundra, they've gone for a more aggressive draft, I would say, that plays better in the early game, but also has this good scaling. So I would say for Tundra, it looks pretty good. And I'm just unsure about Venge as a hero. As Satanic looks pretty dead.
Who's going to get the first blood? Who they're going to give it to? 33, he'll take it.
Sure.
First blood for him.
And yeah, the Venge, you can understand why they pick it because it synergizes well with the minus armor, plus it has the swap save versus the Bat Rider in particular. But I just don't know if Dota's played that way and if that even matters anymore. So we'll have to see if Spirit's approach this time around ends up working. And if their approach that they end up throwing and sacking their Pango ends up working too, because now they have this Pango versus a Monkey King matchup that can be pretty difficult.
Yeah. Because what we'll see, other teams would avoid that.
In a lot of situations, yeah. I mean, Panel was literally alluding to it as well as in the same kind of fashion where you see an Earth Spirit and a Monkey King is stuck in that position where you know their lanes. You could pick something like that Viper, one of these super lane bulliers, but yeah, we'll see. Lorinov actually kicks the stone a little early, but he'll still get that lane CS. And 33 getting that first blood, pretty important, I would say, because sometimes we do see the Sand Kings struggle a lot versus SF. But with Bat Rider, this lane is pretty oppressive. I don't know how much Venge contributes to actually protect the Shadow Fiend. We'll have to see as the levels build out. The minus armor, of course, is going to be pretty devastating, but you can see 33. He already adapts off it from First Blood. He buys a Windlace, and he buys a Ring of Protection. So he's just already giving himself some extra armor to be able to lane down here. So immediate adaptation.
And what do you make of the Venge? Because indeed, old school sort of answer to the bat with the lasso.
Yeah.
But outside of that, what does the hero offer? Because
damage.
People aren't really playing it.
Yeah, you just provide damage for a really super 4 Protect 1 lineup, which, yes, that is Spirit's strategy in most situations, but I just don't know if this hero is any good at all anymore. it feels very underwhelming in majority of occasions just because you don't really provide team fight. You're literally just walking auras in a lot of situations.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And a walking aura, walking swap. Nice dodge there from Laurel.
You can get the courier if you wanted to.
Ooh.
That doesn't turn to take it. Has to worry with the fact that he's getting punched pretty hard by Laurel in the creep wave.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep watching top to see how it ends up going for Malik and Rue in particular, because this lane feels incredibly difficult for them. Getting kills is incredibly unlikely onto either of these heroes unless Whitemon literally makes a huge mistake, and they should just be able to bully Malik a lot of times unless the lane is in a very good position. Malik is doing a good job of pulling the lane back, though. Doing some pretty clever kind of creep manipulation, but Nightfall doing similar. So he's he pulled the wave into the waterfall, whatever you want to call it, on the bottom side there, and then body blocked so he gets range creep in front. It was actually a very nice move from Malik.
Just having to find inventive ways to play this lane.
Yeah, he can't play it normal. It's just very likely that he can get taken out at any moment. Malik just makes one misstep, one wrong shield crash, one wrong swashbuckle. Since he did go for the usual facet that we see nowadays, the Thunderbolt, so he's just trying to play for the game rather than for the lane. And bottom lane, Sanking he's free. There's a lane that, as I was saying, Sanking usually doesn't free farm in versus a SF. He usually actually gets bullied. He's free farming in it.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Just partly it feels down to the fact that you know, it's just a question of what the Venge is going to be doing in the lane to annoy him.
First blood helps too, but yes, absolutely the Venge. Yeah. Because starting off with Windlace, Ring of Protection, he can just distance himself every single time he gets hit from anything. Gonna get the catch on Saksa. Got a flame break. Will stop the aggression.
It's going to save him pretty much every time.
Yeah. Mapushka's ready down here with extra sentries just in case versus 33, since we do see that he went for the Sand Shroud. Sentry War usually ends up being what happens here. Up again, Malik. They'd use the shield crash. Be careful every time he does that. Nice dead shot. So at least they have that, right? They have a way to push Nightfall back when he's getting aggressive with the Muerta, but you're just seeing Malik at only 13 CS so far, and Nightfall's going to start getting extra denies. And it will probably open up for Whitemon too to start making early movements, because it's going to be at some point when he can just leave Nightfall. Maybe not yet, but in a couple more minutes. Doxa. Looking pretty dead. Oh my goodness gracious, just kidding.
All right.
What a gamer.
Okay, Saxa.
All right, and now Maposhka.
All right, calm down.
Okay.
Look at that.
I didn't see he had the healing Lotus either. What a
Follow me over towards this cliff, and then bam, flame break, and 33 is going to slowly kill him.
that was
the sandstorm. Yeah.
That was swagtacular.
Yeah,
I can't think of another better word.
He had that under control the whole time, Saxa.
That was hot stuff. Baiting him with the Lotus too. I actually didn't see that he was the one who had it, so very nice. Well enough, looks like you got a kick onto Laurel under the tower.
Laurel took quite a beating from that tower there.
Pushing the limits here. The glyph of the wave. Laurel. Not something you see traditionally either from these Ember Spirits, especially when they're going double impact. He has 3 points in Flame Guard for the lane. So kind of cool to see that he's gone for some different type of adaptation too. Flame Guard definitely looks pretty necessary in this game, I would say, too. Tundra's lineup has an absurd amount of magic damage. So having that early on protect him a little bit. 33 is caught in a weird spot. Can he stun himself down?
Man, he's trying to find the magic missile on Maposhka, but the Jukes were there for 33.
Oh, I love that. That's actually really funny. They're both trying to cut off the stun angle, perhaps, but finds it.
Bottom tower is under
And it's going to just be Phase Boots really early on here for 33. So Phase Boots, Windlace, Ring of Protection. An SK versus SF lane where the SK is 29 last hits. Yeah, they're definitely feeling quite good about this early game. A totally different kind of setup than they did last time, where they sacked their lanes but ended up winning just off strategy later on. This time the lanes are looking very good.
Yeah, really it's just going to be a question of how Malik can get into the game after a very tough laning stage.
Absolutely.
That's the Pango.
And they have... I think this might be one of the most initiation-heavy lineups I've ever seen on the side of Tundra. 4 heroes can initiate once they get their... at least one of the items, or 2 on the SK and the Bat Rider. The other 2 have natural built-in on MKES. Paimon. Could be in trouble here. Laurel gets the rune.
Change connection.
He's getting healed twice there from the ward.
I'm going to slow out of the 2 of them. Remnants at the ready though. Lol dives in.
Should have him with the...
Some kills to be found. Same time, they were also able to take down the bat.
And so far, Stanek is still farming very well, right? But he's just not. The thing is he's not slowing down. Saksa, position top. Malik. He's got a stick swash, but not going to distance himself enough just yet.
Push back. Shot.
Very nice.
Just in time, able to make sure that Nightfall's not able to stay on top of Malik.
These players are good with the gun shots.
I am mid. Lyle feeling pretty confident now. They're going to have to bring quite a bit in if they want to lock him down.
Malik again getting gone on. He's got another stick swash. Is it enough this time? Again with the dead shot, Rue. Saving his buddy over and over again. Satanic needs somebody down bottom to help him. It's level 6 on 33. He's got the epi.
Yeah, Whitemon's got the setup. 33 can close the gap.
Well,
he can't.
Very awkward.
It's too far away. Now the turnaround comes into play. Well, actually, 33 turns over towards Lyle.
Oh, again, Laurel. And now Satanic, maybe. Oh, God.
Oh, well. Yeah, mistakes from both sides, really. Lyle ends up just walking in and dying. Top lane.
Rue.
They're diving in for him. They'll get him. Malik TP's over, but he won't be able to take any of these three down.
Radiant's top tower
So it ends up working in the end for 33. Maybe not in the way that he imagined.
Yeah. Where do we get in the wisdom room? How come I don't have a pop-up for it? Am I blind? Oh, Miposhka did. I am blind. Apologies. Okay, so Miposhka got it to 1-for-1 exchange, at least on wisdom runes. That was such a weird kind of series of events there that happened there. 33, he didn't have phase boots and he starts just revving up Epi. Whatever. Ends up working for him, and he's got stacks to go back to. At least just a hard camp stack. Level 7. He's already got Voodoo Mask. He's having a better game than I think he anticipated versus an SF lane. SF's still farming well, as we said, but Malik, he's the one who's suffering the most out of everything because of these lanes. And for him recovering, it's not an easy game overall for a Pango.
No, not at all, right? They've got a lot of catch,
tons of stuns,
silences,
and they've got Monkey King Wukong. So even if you do get your roll off, you can't just die inside of it. They will find a great catch there. Again, these dead shots.
Strike, strike, strike.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lornoff's getting a good amount of damage here on the tower potentially too. And stealing some stacks away.
Lornoff?
Did I say Lornoff? I meant Laurel. They both start with an L.
And he was playing the Ember last game.
He was playing, sorry.
I switched over.
My bad. He should get good damage here. He still has a significant amount of amp damage.
Dire's middle tower
Might even... Is he just going to finish it? I think they're going to finish the mid tower. So 9 minutes, they'll be able to get a mid tower off of that move. That's very nice. It's going to open up the map for Laurel to move around a lot. And he's going to have a very early Mage Slayer too.
Radiant's bottom
Which in this game, it's very valuable. So as we mentioned earlier on, it is majority magic damage from the side of Tundra till Monkey King's online. He's going to have it very fast.
Now, what kind of build are we going to get from Malik then, with that in mind? Does he...
structures are fortified.
Never refuse.
Does he go still the diffusal and then the pipe? Like, what sort of build-up do you go on a Pango when you've had this sort of slow start?
I think this looks like a Blink pipe game to me, at least. I feel like they don't really have great initiation, but like if you usually as Pango when you're playing offlane, you have like an Ember. Ember starts fights and then you can go in afterwards. So if he wants to go down that route,
yeah, he's just going to rush the pipe.
Pipe, I'm cool with first.
Yep.
Because as I said, tons of magic damage.
It's super valuable this game, yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to see him go for a Blink afterwards, have some type of way to start fights. Again, Lornoff, caught. Got backup though.
Look at the magnetize off.
It's going to start spreading.
Has to back away, Lark. Want to keep that going. They'll settle for Miposhka instead. 33 gets the catch to the side.
After doing so well in the initial lanes, though, definitely seeing a good amount of pressure being put onto Lornoff with these rotations from the supports. He's also starting to struggle. Starting to see the separation between him and Laurel a lot. Laurel continues getting these power runes too. He's got another arcane. Satanic is getting spaced at these creeps. Laurel even bullying now. Let him go.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Well, looks like they want to try and make a move towards Nightfall.
Yeah, he's smoking up. They bring in Laurel, and he is very strong right now with this Ember timing. Tundra just going to continue, just want to farm, it looks like, for these next items. 33 is just going full greed, full Bloodstone. Soon finished, I'm in the offlane, means the initiation. It can come naturally from the other heroes, so I can understand why he wants it this time.
Nightfall doing a good job of avoiding this move for now.
Seems like he does anticipate it.
Yeah, he's a little bit sort of too spooked by the fact that they're all off the map.
And he is going Battle Fury, by the way. I don't know if you pointed it out. Seen
Dyer's
some Gleipnirs. I still personally like Gleipnir a little bit more, but as these hardcore carry players, still okay with the Battle Fury sometimes. Even though I don't like the other, but it's fine.
Both teams have been very patient about this.
Yeah, they could go for him here. Nightfall gets the jump.
I mean, he was just been very ready for this. He knows that they're hunting him.
Yeah, Whitemon's going to TP over. Bloodstone is done now on the side of 33. Zaxa's going to start cutting some creep waves. Laurel's actually making the move down for him, but doesn't have anyone else to go for it. I thought Laurel might try for the slight change tree cut, by the way, when he was looking for that play top. Definitely very hard to execute a lot of times, but...
This is almost
Tundra. We also find Malik here.
The kickback onto him, but he's able to get the Rolling Thunder off.
This is very nice
It's
connection.
a good angle, keeping Lauren completely controlled, and he can turn towards Whitemon as well. Nightfall, he's thinking about trying to help out for the fight. We'll get the Wukong's command out. 33 jumps up with the Burrow Strike. They've caught Malik. They'll look to Satanic, but Satanic gets the Requiem off successfully. Doesn't matter, still dies the AoE damage from 33. And 33 still has the epicenter to play with, and he's thinking about going for Lal as well.
Almost gets the connection. He might be able to finish him.
It's incredibly close.
60 HP. Laurel digs. They're looking to Rigo.
I mean, they could turn and take down 33 with the setup from the dead shot.
Oh, he's healing.
He is healing.
He's healing.
It's not enough, though. He will die. And now Root is actually able to turn and shoot down a second one there with his ultimate. Gets the double kill as he takes out Saxa. Saxa, of course, at the same time takes down him. Oh, no, he's trying to roll forward for this, but the backup's in.
Oh, the creep even claps him.
They can just turn towards him, look to try and block him off. He'll have to roll back up in a second. Good kickback gives him the freedom to get away from the two of them.
Yeah, this was a very chaotic fight. I'd need to even see a replay to see exactly one thing in particular. I think the dead shot caught the Monkey King after he had Jingu, so he couldn't actually get the extra lifesteal off. I'd have to see it fully again. But I think that's actually the thing that allows him to get that extra kill even on Nightfall without him able to survive versus the SF at the end of it.
There we go.
It's hard to see it in the middle of everything, but I think it was the dead shot that caught him, because he was hitting Satanic, he got Jingu, and he had Wukongs, and then he just walked away. So I'm pretty sure it was the dead shot.
Let's have a look. I get that set up onto the two of them. He's caught by the silence.
No, it was just a silence.
Yeah,
Okay.
silence into the fear.
So silence and then just the Requiem afterwards. I thought it was the dead shot that got him, but he was scared to just stand on top of the SF. Satanic was getting those stacks going pretty hard when those fights start becoming like that. His damage starts to become pretty ridiculous, even into Wukong's. 9 to 10. Nice and even early game, even though we did see Malik struggling in the off lane. Lornoff who started to struggle a lot in that mid game, so net worth wise.
Yeah, that's probably the bigger concern at this point.
At the even point, yeah. That's for sure. Oh, but the thing is that these two heroes, with low net worth, they still contribute massive to fights, right? Earth Spirit and Pango, probably the two best heroes that when they're behind, they're still going to contribute a lot. Lornoff has the Blade Mail too, which is going to be pretty good, in particular versus the SF. And Laurel, as you mentioned, he has this Mage Slayer, which is going to be fantastic in this game. And naturally can build into the Shivas, which is going to reduce healing from quite a bit of stuff, actually. 2 of the cores and the Pugna. Saxa.
Poshka's found him.
Goodness, this damage. Minus armor, baby.
So Shadow Fiend kind of pop off last game, and this time round, over on the side of Spirit and in the hands of Satanic, it could be a similar story. He's top net worth.
Wait, I guess he was right outside the range. He didn't get the presence stack. Minus armor is terrifying with SF. He's so explosive.
Tundra have to be very careful how they fight into him.
Tundra playing for a bit more greed, I would say, with the way that they are itemizing, with the Monkey King going for Battle Fury, with the SK going for his Bloodstone. They're looking to play a bit greedier in particular. But is it going to end up paying off? Because it is this SF who's pretty massively enabled from all that minus armor. And the reduction that we do see from Laurel in particular, it's going to be very impactful in this game versus all that magic. Saxa is trying to get this blink so they have that initiator, since they did go for the more greedy route on 33.
Invisibility.
They do see Satanic over here. They're starting to set up for him. He's pretty vulnerable versus these two.
He's not going to expect them coming from this angle.
Insane angle. And he withstand it. The blade mail is popped.
Backup comes in, but indeed he can't succeed against the three of them. See if they can find kills in return. As they should find at least Whitemon. Actually gets the Decrepit find the life drain off. The Rolling Thunder comes in again from Malik, so Whitemon will end up falling. 33 should manage to sneak away from this. So they get in, they get the kill, and they get their cores out.
What an angle. There's no way you expect this.
He was not expecting that at all. A good hold as well for the 33, just keeping that Burrow Strike ready for when he attempts to Requiem.
Yeah, you can see it was either the Burrow Strike or the Lornoff Blade Mail was going to be the thing that ends up finishing him off there. They end up just using Blade that stung so they can back out healthy because they're still pretty much full HP, so they could look for another play on these two. They're going to set up bottom for Soxa. I mean, Soxa's just been cutting creep waves trying to finish up that Blink Dagger, which he does have. They want to punish him, but not quite able to.
A bit trickier to catch now, and he has got backup with him. Both Nightfall and Whitemon swinging around to the bottom side.
They have a lane ward, though, on the side of Spirits. They saw all three heroes. They can set up for this a bit better. They have 3 already, and they have TPs available.
Very well maybe tempted to make the play here in return. BKB on Satanic.
They've got the blink on the bat, but now we can talk about that actual mechanic that we haven't seen in I don't even know how many years because nobody picks Venge, but they have the save. They have the swap versus the lasso. I actually wonder when the last time I saw Venge versus Fat Rider. I think I remember it. Satanic, heads up Requiem.
Yeah, he knew 33 would go straight for the TP play on top of the cliff.
Oh, that was sick. What a play. That's just called reading your opponent beautifully. Whitemon puts himself in a pretty dangerous position.
Lars going to go for it. Silence will catch him just in time to stop him getting any sort of catch onto them.
Lornoff saving his buddy. Sweeping across. Malik's got roll ready, and he's got the pipe. Gonna block a ton of the damage that comes out from Tundra. He does have that blink queued afterwards. So Laurel likely has to be the one to go in first. Let's continue to play around this ward, Tundra. We're waiting for a chance for Soxa to get an initiation and pull someone out of position. BKB's nearly done for Nightfall, too. We'll be much stronger inside the fight just to BKB Wukongs and stand on the SF. They might go for him also here. Nightfall.
Got the setup. Magic Missile into the Rolling Thunder. Is there any sort of saving time? They'll offer up a Decrepify. Life Drain coming in as well. They're keeping him alive for now. They'll try and Mischief dodge that last bit of damage. He's able to get the Wukong's command off, but he will fall.
He still has the Wukongs because he does have the Soldier facet, of course, so he does get at least a clean up there onto Miposhka, but heads up move from Spirit. Even though it's Tundra, the one setting up that gank, it's Spirit who ends up getting it.
Yeah, quick moves. And now they're looking at 33 top. They've got the Atos set up.
Big heal from the Bloodstone.
He's able to get the Burrow Strike off and the Epicenter. Oh, sighted just in time. He was just about to get the full channel off, the full cast off. He'll get it off this time, but he's already now too low, so they can kill him off.
Great play there from Rue.
Yeah, absolutely. Their silence came in not a moment too soon or too late. That was just at the point where that Epicenter would have gone off earlier and may have given him a chance to sort of 1v3 at 33.
Rue is playing so well, I have to be honest, in this game. These callings, these little dead shots that he's been able to do have been fantastic. I think so many times he's saved Malik, and I think 5 times in a row or something in that top lane. And that one, yeah, just preventing the big heal. If he gets the epi off a little earlier, it's quite dangerous.
Absolutely.
Tower is under attack.
He didn't get blessed with Vampire Fangs, but Dragon Scale also quit pretty good this game for the SK, since he's playing versus all that minus armor. Satanic still has a presence stack. Tundra's still looking to play around this ward that they have on the high ground. That didn't go so well for them before, a bit more south. See Spirit setting up for the play. They've got swap. Can't quite get him. He also has a BKB and a shield. So maybe not the target that you'd ideally want to go for at this point on Lornoff. So they have BKB Earth Spirit, BKB Monkey King done. Could be a time for them to maybe look to go. Perhaps they wait for 33 to finish the Crimson since he's very close. But that's triple BKB or triple core item timing that they could look to contest. Spirit's gonna start Roche.
Yeah, it's gonna be very quick.
Tons of minus armor, but they're gonna be there.
Oh, but yeah, Spirit they're going to prepare for this, actually, rather than commit to try and take the Roshan down. They want to look for the fight first, knowing that Tundra's going to be Going for the smoke sort of move.
Lorinov showed himself. So they know that at least he's in the position over here. He's going to get smoked now by his allies.
And Nightfall's got to be careful. They nearly found him to start the fight. Lorinov walks over. They're going to find him first. We're going to play Mail off.
He's super tanky. Not who they want to go for.
Rolling Thunder's coming in. They get the jump over towards Nightfall. He puts the BKB, but he's got to be careful. So much damage coming in here from the SF as Satanic forces Nightfall to have to jump out of the fight. They continue to chase him down, trying to hunt him in the trees.
No way!
Nightfall juking around. The heal comes in. He's out. He's away. Nightfall survives. They'll lose. Potentially Maposhka will get one more swap off, but he goes down, backing off to the side of the fight. They're looking for Whitemon, but he gets the Decrepify off. He heals up. They can't quite get the kills here, Spirit. They're brought back on Maposhka. That's onto Malik. It's coming in as well with 33, bringing the damage, bringing Satanic low. Satanic trying to stand his ground against 33. Can he really survive this? He's healing up just enough. The Satanic will live. 33 goes down as well as Nightfall. Lorinov rolls away, but Lal's going to look to chase. He's got another slight in a second. Another roll forward. The Atos is there. Lal closing the gap. As they'll get him as well. Slight changes in play. Lorinov tries to roll out, but Rouge shoots him down with the dead shot.
Oh, what a sick fight from Spirit. Initiation on Nightfall, almost deleting him instantly. Satanic ends up being able to stand his ground in a fraction of HP.
Killing him. I mean, 33 gets into a good position. He's doing a lot of damage. Close. It wasn't enough.
Nope, just too tanky. And Avenge buyback, Maposhka, these little things definitely coming into play, adding some extra damage for Satanic with Aura and a wave. That was very cool. And great way to start the fight. Yeah, just making Nightfall have to be in full panic, PKB, and just run away at the start of it all. And now they're able to get that rush very easy with the presence stacks. And now Satanic.
Got full Daedalus.
Full Daedalus. He got some extra souls. He's getting closer and closer to 20.
With this now, there's just no hero on Tundra that can kind of stand their ground against the SF.
No, it is such an immense amount of damage and minus armor.
I mean, they were trying to get the Tormentor. They can't quite do it here with the two of them.
I think level 1 Drain, you can't actually do it by yourself. I'm pretty sure you need level 2 Drain.
Yeah, he had Nightfall helping him out, but
you need one. Yeah,
Nightfall had to bail.
Can't go for it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, beautiful. Really beautiful from Spirit. And the other thing that they did have, like small things to add into everything too, they have the Orbit Destruction as well in the Ember. So all that minus armor really started to add up. It was crazy how hard the Satanic was hitting. Even into a Wukong Monkey King, right? It's how much armor is it at this level? Is it 18? They got buffed to 20. So either way, it doesn't matter.
And now they're going to be able to get the Tormentor themselves. Rue gets the shard.
And they're healthy. They can stay around here. Carl.
Catch onto Whitemon. That shot to interrupt the drain. Yeah, right. Whitemon dies. So they get a tower, they get an extra kill. They've still got the stages. They could look to try and push for more.
Absolutely, they have the
around this SF.
They've got the presence effect auras, and he's got a stack.
Well, what are you going to do, Tundra? What's the plan?
Man, Shadow Fiend just does such a disgusting amount of damage. 33.
TP. That's the fortification.
Satanic wants to get a hit or two on him. Just one. Tower will go down. Soxa.
He gets the lasso. It's on the Aegis target, of course. They swap out to the side. Satanic still alive. Finally, he falls. Maposhka will die for that swap effect.
He's got BKB when he's up.
He's ready for round 2, potentially. Satanic, does he want to fight this? He certainly does. He looks towards Lorinov. Lorinov's gone. Turns over towards Nightfall. Nightfall's gone as well. Double kill for Satanic. 33 tries to come in with a Burrow Strike, but won't quite catch him. They can turn and bring down 33 as well by the looks of it. Whitemon tries to keep 33 alive. Satanic gets the Requiem out, pushes Whitemon back. They've killed off the cause. It's only the 2 supports left on Tundra, and Whitemon, he's not got long left. As they surround him with the 3 of them, 4 dead on Tundra. Satanic can keep the push going. As Zaxa, he just tried to desperately cut the creep wave to slow down the damage, but the damage, it's been done. The Rex has been taken.
The swap comes out a little late, doesn't break the lasso, but still gets a great repositioning for him, and then he just stand his ground. Satanic just way too big now at this point. And he did get 4 presence stacks during that one too, just able to trade. 33 can't actually contest versus him. Nightfall just does no damage. He does literally 0 damage versus him. He's not survivable.
He just dies to the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. He's squishy and he's fragile. Squishy and he does 0 damage.
They can go again.
Yep, they can keep going. He still has stacks.
He's soon about to hit that 20, so get that next bit of damage bump up. The progress of the SF. And meanwhile, Tundra, they don't quite have the tools right now to deal with him. Even if they jump him, catch him in the stun, they have to be so sure they 100 to 0 him. Otherwise, he's just going to heal up every time.
Yep. And most of the times the swap will be there. So in that last fight too, it was Lorenov tried to get the silence while before the swap happened while the lasso. So there is the play that they can do with that, with the Air Spirit starting the fight as the lasso happens. If they can isolate Satanic and get everything committed onto him, that's the only way that they can kill him. The problem is now that there's a blink also, so there's follow-up from Malik with this pipe. They're gonna try again, but Miposhka is behind him at the ready. And it's gotta be Lorenov to stop the swap with the silence.
That was it. He's just dancing around them, knows that there's not a whole lot they can do about this Ember getting in their face.
Right for Radiance. Very cool. His damage is really adding up in these long duration team fights too.
Yeah, he survives through them.
Yep. Are scanning.
And seeing Satanic. He's gonna go for S&Y since he is playing versus that lasso and these disables. He's gonna go for this route this game. I thought he would do it last game when he was playing the TV.
This is a tough one for Tundra. We saw
Sure
last game they were able to piece together these defenses. They're going to have to try and do something of a similar vein this time round, but it feels so much harder in this match.
It's not the same type of draft where you can zoom and delete a target. You have a lasso to try to pull, but they do have an answer for it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They maybe need to just try to, honestly, they need to try to stall the game out longer so they can get more items on the Monkey King, but I don't know enough how much that benefits them with the way that Spirit is scaling, the way that Spirit is just chasing everybody on the map. Can 33 get away? Just out, it's literally on the cusp of the vision the entire time.
So are the creeps with them on this top lane, Spirit.
They might go for the push. Whitemon is just blasting the tier 2 mid, trying to cut the creep wave. Lorenov will find an amp damage. A little bit can help at this point. Titanic at the ready. 33, also in the tree line. Seem to know.
Are they going to find him?
They found him.
Well, that's him gone for a minute.
And that's a free presence stack. Did they catch a vision of him?
I was going to say, how do they know he's in the trees?
Maybe the base ward that they had from earlier caught him coming outside. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I was checking to see if any aura was affecting him or anything too, but no, it's nothing. That's a Rax.
Fighting without the Sand King seems pretty much impossible. Lorenov steps up. Gonna get the dead shot into the Requiem.
Just wants to probably back up and reset. They got 3 racks to
deal with the mid lane.
Really crisp stuff. I mean, we did see, to be honest, quite similar in the first game where Spirit was pretty crisp. It just was, 1 or 2 big slip-ups that Tundra took advantage of. This game, Tundra just, for not being able to find that. He will put the bottle, okay, give the bottle to Nightfall for the amp damage. He does need any bit of damage that he can get, but his Butterfly is still 1,200 away. And there is a quiver, of course, on the SF. Satanic did get some good RNG for himself, so a couple of these hits, every couple of seconds, he will just chunk right through that evasion of Nightfall.
Spirit
staying together.
Tempted to sort of set up for the Roche. We're going to see when it's back up in about a minute.
I think all they really need to do at this point is just hug Satanic and ensure that he doesn't get picked off solo. I think Miposhka just never leaves his side again. That Roche will start to be able to shift bottom once we find out when it does spawn. So they're starting to prep the vision. Miposhka putting 2 wards down inside the lane. There is still a deep ward that Tundra has to at least watch things. But this is a cool move from Spirit, even looking to make perhaps an aggressive move up here. And Malik's just gone completely as that support style. Even Greaves after the pipe. Which, why not? You already have so much damage in your draft from this Ember and this SF.
Radiant's middle tower.
So they see Tundra. They've got those wards that they placed from Miposhka earlier. They see them setting up around here. They're very nice wards. They're going to see Nightfall. They've got full information. Doxa. We'll scout them. Butterfly is done. So they've got their item timing as well here.
I mean, they have to try. They can't allow Spirit to maintain control of this area whilst Roche could potentially respawn.
Can they 100 to 0 Satanic in a disable?
Dire are scanning.
33. He's preparing the jump.
By the way, Nullifier just now for the Ember. He swapped his items, so he disassembled. So versus that Decrep and versus the Glimmers is going to be very, very strong too.
Who's going to show first? They'll raise the wave, so
the raises.
Tundra know where Spirit's at.
They're just so clustered though.
I mean, Spirit can just kind of reveal themselves to start hitting the base if they want. Yeah, it's going to have to force Tundra to go back. Like, Tundra can't afford to go for any Roche play. Obviously, Roche isn't still quite back up yet. Still a minute into it. But, yeah, Tundra have to back straight up.
Force them back. Do they see anybody yet?
Yeah, they might catch Whitemon going back on his own. Didn't have a TP. Pays the price for it.
Present stack. Roche spawn, 45 seconds. Mid lane, maybe just send the Ember there, and he keeps a Remnant bottom, just to be able to push it out. These couriers bringing in just TPs, more wards to be able to secure the area. Tundra likely to just sack this Roche now at this point. 30 seconds till it does come up. They're making the move. Nightfall. This could catch him off guard.
Oh, he's not going to expect this at all.
This is a very heads-up move.
He's going to pop the BKB.
No TP.
And indeed, he's just got to try and stand his ground, but there's no chance for that against the 5 of them.
What a play. Spirit's macro movements have been phenomenal. Even in the last game, they lost their macro.
Just the base pushing of the last game, really. Outside of
that was pretty much
everything was pretty much flawless for them. They look very, very good.
Yeah. And is that a full MKB? It is a full MKB now, even for the SF. So we saw Nightfall's evasion do pretty much nothing there. Definitely not going to do nothing. Definitely not going to do anything in the next one, too, when he's got this, too. Saksa. He's pinging. Is Miposhka in range for the swap? He is.
Down the mid lane they go, Spirit.
Tundra's got to do something kind of chaotic to have a chance here. They're going to try.
The lasso. Satanic. He'll get caught by the burst strike, but the BKB's off and he just turns towards 33, completely destroys the Sand King. Lorinov has to roll away.
Way too much damage. They even control the backline to stop the swap play, but he doesn't need to get swapped. You're stuck in there with him.
Saxa trying to catch something.
Trying to keep the magnetized going. Monkey King's respawning.
I mean, they're chasing out the base here, Tundra.
Looking for Satanic. It's the main thing they want.
Might fall.
Alex in.
He's got to be careful with the Rolling Thunder coming in. They're able to clip Saxa with it. Malik is caught the bat. The Atos follow up. Tundra's still watching. See if they can do something here. Nightfall. He'll get the Wukong's command out. Rue's able to get out of the Wukong's command, and Lorinov is very low in mana, and he's less than half HP, so no fight left for him to have.
Saksa bought back.
I mean, they're chasing onwards, but now they just can turn straight over towards the bat. They try and come in with the heals, but Satanic gets the right clicks in. As that's Nightfall and Saxa gone for good. No buybacks available on them.
How many stacks does he have? 6 stacks of the presence now, too, after these kills.
They just can't fight
They can just
into
end
it.
the game. Satanic, his positioning is also, that was really good. The way he reset, he saw Saksa coming in, he waits for his team to back him up rather than just turning and going for auto attacks. He probably could have maybe just killed Saksa on his own, but he waits, he's patient. Yeah, they can close right now.
Get so much here. There's no buybacks.
Yeah, they can just go for tier 4s if they really want. Look at the damage onto these buildings.
Try one more fight here, but indeed, 33 gone in a couple of hits. Same to be said for Lorinov. It's GG, it's game over.
8
as
stacks.
This game, Spirit, they don't lose the lead. They know how to shut this one down. They do it around the SF. It's been a great series for SF.
Yeah, it really has. And honestly, overall,